Today I'm counting down 4 new TV shows and movies coming out January 2023 that feature queer women in them. Starting January 5th, we've got season 2 of Ginny and Georgia on Netflix.
I feel like what I'm going through and who I am is just completely invisible to you.
Now, Ginny and Georgia is a bit of a mess of a show. I did reactions to the first season, and it follows sort of a family, mainly this mother-daughter relationship, obviously Ginny and Georgia. They do have a sort of brother-son as well, but he's not as prominent in the show. But it follows this family and their mess of a family history, I guess you could say. I mean, there's lots of intertwining drama, relationships, all that sort of stuff, everything that you would expect from a Netflix show. I know it did cop some backlash in season 1. There was this whole thing about a comment that they said in the show about Taylor Swift.
You go through men faster than Taylor Swift.
Which was pretty outdated.
And I apologize for that.
No, actually you didn't.
Yeah, so I don't know. I had fun reacting to season 1. There is a queer relationship in it. So the main relationship in season 1 was between Max and Sophie, and I adored them. I absolutely loved them, but I'm not gonna lie, I kind of low-key shipped Max and Abby. Abby, I don't know, like she's a bit of a mean girl, to be honest, but it kind of feels like she's got some repressed feelings for Max. I don't know, that just could be my hopes and wishes because she's redhead. But I have heard that Sophie is going to be back in season 2. I'm not sure to what capacity because Max and Sophie did break up at the end of the season. So I'm not quite sure what's going to happen with them in season 2. But to be honest, I'm interested because it's kind of like a guilty pleasure show. It's an absolute mess, but I kind of love watching messes.
I love mess.
Moving on to January 15th, we've got a new series on HBO Max called The Last of Us.
You've come this far, and you know what's out there.
You're not gonna scare us.
I cannot tell you how excited I am for this series. So it is based on the video game. So there is 2 parts to this video game. So they've got The Last of Us, which came out in, I think it was 2013. And then they've got The Last of Us Part 2. Did it come out 2020? I've been a huge fan of both games. It is a post-apocalyptic genre. There's lots of zombies. It's madness. It is heartbreaking. It follows Joel and Ellie as they travel across the country. Ellie is immune to this virus and they're trying to see if they can find a cure from her immunity. Now, I will say, so Ellie is a lesbian. She's queer. She has had multiple relationships in the video game. I will say, so it looks like season 1 is covering the first game plus the DLC that was released after the first game. The DLC focuses on Ellie and her first love, Riley. I will say, like I said, it's a post-apocalyptic show. There is a lot of heartbreak. There is a lot of deaths. Right? So if you're not interested in that kind of story, this might not be the show for you, but it is a really beautiful story and very well told, I think. And obviously, you know, this is an adaptation, so it's not gonna play out exactly like it plays out in the video game, which I'm really excited to see how they make it their own. Regardless, so far, Ellie is a main character and hasn't died in the video games, so hopefully we've got a long run of her with her over the next few seasons. If we get more seasons, I'm hoping we do. I haven't even watched the first season and I'm excited for more. Moving on to January 21st on Disney Plus, we've got The Owl House season 3 episode 2.
I can be a witch.
Now this is a weird one. So season 3 of The Owl House was sort of broken up into 3 parts. So they had episode 1, I think, air in October. Episode 2 is airing in January. I'm not sure when the final episode is airing. So it was like broken up into 3 special episodes. So yeah, the second episode is airing January 21st. And coming out January 26th is a film called The Last Party. It is a Portuguese film, so I can't, I'm not even going to try and butcher the original title, but The Last Party is the English translation. It's coming out in cinemas. I'm not sure if it's worldwide or just locally. You might need to check your cinemas to see if it is coming out near you. But this movie follows this class graduation party as it results in dating that ends, dating that begins, new passions discovered, secrets revealed. The last party doesn't feel like the end of a cycle, but the first night of the beginning of their lives. It honestly kind of gives me like Gossip Girl vibes from the trailer. But yeah, I don't really know what to expect from it. But again, it looks like a classic drama with lots and lots of drama. That could be a fun watch. So if you're interested in that, definitely see if it's going to be releasing near you. And continuing on into January from last year, or it's still this year, but from 2022, NCIS in Hawaii is coming back from its break, its Christmas break. The L Word Gen Q is still going on. We've got Gap the series, which is a web series that's still happening. Willow, which is on Disney Plus. I will say I'm slowly catching up on that, and it is gorgeous, and I love the couple in that show. So I would definitely check that one out if you haven't yet. Criminal Minds, there is sort of like a side character that has a very side relationship. But they are queer.
Oh man, it is my first time being this happy.
So Criminal Minds. Fire Country is one that I haven't mentioned before that I recently started watching this holiday that I found on Paramount Plus. I don't know if it's on Paramount Plus for other regions, but here in Australia, it's on Paramount Plus. But Fire Country is like another firefighter show, and one of the firefighters, she's queer and has had a relationship in the first half of the season. That's something to look out for if you're looking for a very casual, easy to watch show. It's definitely up your alley for that one. We've also got Stupid Wife, I think continuing. I think it's got one more episode to go for its Christmas special. We've got The Formal, which is the web series that I spoke about, and Yellowstone. Apparently there was a queer kiss in Yellowstone recently. I don't know, I don't watch that show, but that's what I've heard. So if you're interested in that, that's there as well. But that's 4 new TV shows and movies coming out January 2023 to keep an eye on if you're interested. If you know of any other shows or movies that are coming out in January that I missed, let us know in the comments below. I also just wanted to mention quickly, because I mentioned shows that might be available in some regions and not in other regions on streaming services or websites or stuff like that. I wanted to mention just quickly NordVPN, which I've linked in the description below. It's the VPN that I use. So VPNs allow you to change your IP address, which makes websites think that you are located in a different country. So if you're having issues accessing websites based on your location, check out some VPNs, and I've just linked NordVPN, which is the one that I use below. Otherwise, I will see you all in my next video. Okay, bye.